Oh, yeah, you're right. Why?
Because I'm a police officer.
Have you got a warrant card with
Yeah,
you?
I have got a
Yeah,
warrant
I'd love
card.
to see that, thank you.
No problem. I'm P. Vanessa Thompson, I work here.
Okay, wonderful. Lovely. So what's your number? 1503, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
lovely.
15032.
32, lovely.
I'm just
Talking.
wondering what you're doing.
Just making a little video really around the area.
Okay, and what's that to do with? Just obviously because we've got security in mind as well.
Yeah, sure. Just making a little video of the area and that really.
Okay.
Just police station around here. Obviously, it's a new station you got down there.
Yeah.
What was that? 3 years ago? Was it 4 maybe? Yeah. So just letting people kind of know where the station is. Just matters of public interest, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Do you mind if I just take your name?
Why would I want to give you that?
Because in case there is anything else, I'm just interested. If you're just doing anything, there's nothing wrong, then I just want to know who it is. Because obviously there's security as well.
Right. Okay.
So security is heightened at the moment. So if there's nothing wrong, I just want to find out who your name is in case anything else.
This is where PC Thompson fundamentally misunderstands police powers. Under Case Code A, police can only demand identification when they have reasonable suspicion that an offense has been committed. In case something happens later is not lawful grounds. The auditor correctly refuses, as there's no legal obligation to provide ID without reasonable suspicion of wrongdoing.
What you're implying is that if I don't give my name, I'm doing something wrong.
No, I'm just saying in case something retrospectively happened and someone said, oh, something happened, and I say, oh, I saw someone and I spoke to him, but I won't know what his name is.
That's fine. I mean, there's nothing to oblige me to give you my name at this
No,
point.
there isn't.
No,
You're all right.
So no, I'd rather not. Thank you.
Okay.
But at this point, am I being entertained or anything?
No, I was just speaking to you and finding out
No
what
problem
you
at
were
all.
doing
That's fine.
for security.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd like to do that.
So you're just going to stay on the perimeter, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have a wander around,
Well,
see
you
what's
can't
around.
go inside. So
But-
you can't go inside the building, okay?
Oh no, I won't go inside any buildings. Obviously, yeah.
Stay on the perimeter, but you can't go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Well, I mean, if there are any restrictions, like signs.
Restrictions from there, there's a security. I'm a police officer and I'm telling you, you cannot go with it inside there. This is a secure
Yeah, but a
building,
police
you can't go inside
but
there.
a police officer can tell me not to wear yellow shoelaces.
But I'm not telling you
or-
not to wear shoelaces. I'm saying that this is a secure place. There is a security there.
Well,
I'll walk with you if you like. It's fine.
No, that's all right. If it's secure, there's nothing to worry about, is there?
But I'm advising you as a police officer that you shouldn't be going in there. Okay?
But is it against the law?
This is you are not permitted to go into this building here. Okay?
I'm not going to go into any buildings. I just said
Okay,
that.
into the area.
And why not? Again, is there any laws restricting me from doing that?
Yes, it's security. You're not allowed in there.
Multiple legal errors here. First, a warrant card is police identification. The public don't have them and don't need them for public access. Second, she's making blanket restrictions without citing specific legislations or showing clear signage. Under common law, the public have right of access to areas not clearly restricted. Thompson is essentially making up restrictions that don't exist.
There's restrictions on there that you are not allowed to go into there.
If there's public access and it's
There
a
isn't
public
access to
well,
this.
that's fine. I won't go past any points that aren't publicly accessible. That's not a problem. But that's not a problem at all.
I'm trying to walk on to front now.
So naturally that has no entry through those gates, but obviously it's locked gates, so wouldn't be able to go through there even if I wanted to. But yeah, so this is where somebody else got to previously. So that sign there clearly says please have both ID and car pass ready for inspection. So as you can see, there's clearly gates because I should imagine it's probably restricted parking. But there are literally no signs, unless I missed any on here, so I will double check. There's literally no signs saying, police only or restricted access.
The auditor does exactly what he should. Checks for signage. He finds psychopath markers, car pass requirement for vehicles, CCTV notices, but crucially no pedestrian restrictions. Then enters our security guard, and immediately we have multiple violations.
You cannot go any further than
To
this.
stop you. Keep coming, mate. Then if you want to assault me, we'll have you nicked for that, shall we?
I haven't done
allowed to
anything.
use reasonable force. I'm licensed to stop you coming on these premises.
What license have you got?
SIA.
Well,
Licensed by the government.
Where's that displayed?
You don't need to see that, pal.
Under the SIA laws, that should be on display.
3. First mistake, no SIA badge visible. That's literally rule number 1 for the job. Instead of correcting it, he tries the classic put down Google lawyer. Here's the thing. Google got it right, and he didn't. His confidence didn't match his knowledge. The more he talked, the worse it got. Have a look at this.
Be on display at all times while in operation of your duties. You can actually lose your license for not having it on display.
My pocket, so I saw you come
No, it needs to be on display.
Mate, don't talk the law. What are you talking about?
Listen,
I clearly
I've said
do.
to you that I'm a police officer and I've asked you that you're not allowed past here. It's a site you are not allowed past here. So please don't come on site.
Where's the signage?
I'm telling you as a police officer, you've seen my warrant card,
Yeah.
and I'm telling you as a police officer, you're not allowed to
You
come
could
past
tell
here.
me as a police officer that I'm not allowed to wear a black coat or a yellow hat or...
But that's not
You know.
official, is it? I'm asking you nicely.
Well, this isn't official. If
and I'm
it was
saying to
official,
you-
there would be
Okay,
signage.
but I'm officially telling you, you are not allowed on
Under
site.
what power are you using to officially tell me this?
There-
Please.
This is the... You can see
No.
you're not allowed in here.
That is because if this were restricted for pedestrian access, there would be a pedestrian gate. But there clearly isn't.
So what makes you want to do this all day and all night? Have you got bored or something?
Well, to be fair, there's marked police vehicles up there. I want to get some shots of marked police vehicles. They're public property.
They may well be public property.
This is public property.
This area, you're not allowed on here.
But there's no restricted access signs, none whatsoever.
Right, so we're telling you, no.
But your verbal commands don't take precedence when it's a public area.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I
You've been reading
literally
Google.
do.
You've been reading Google too much. Google lawyer. We have about 3 of you a week turn up here.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's probably
sure.
because you keep acting like idiots.
Really?
Yeah.
You're insulting me now, are you?
Yeah, the more you act like
You're
idiots,
insulting me by calling me an idiot.
the more you act like
Okay,
idiots.
no, I'm going to say to you, I take it personally. I feel threatened and I can have you nicked.
So, here's the guard big play. I'll have you nicked for Section 5. He says it like he's pulled out of the ultimate card. But Section 5 isn't about hurt feelings. It's about genuinely threatening or abusive behavior. The word insulting was scraped from the law years ago because calling someone an idiot just isn't criminal. So, what we've got here is a grown man trying to weaponize playground name calling into an arrest. That's not law. That's fantasy.
Oh, come on.
Threatened.
Go on, then.
There's no act or
You
threat
just
of
called me an
violence.
idiot.
Yeah.
Do you know I'm an idiot? Do you know me? Do you know my family?
I
Do you
said
know
you're
me?
acting like
Mate, you've insulted me.
being offended isn't against the law.
Google lawyers, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Google lawyer.
Cool. Well, again, you haven't got your SIA badge, so I'll report that to the
Do what
SIA.
you want, my friend.
Will do.
Do it all day long.
Not a problem.
What's your name then?
Why would I give you that?
Well, why would I give you my name? You don't even know who I am.
Because you're the one.
You're gonna put me to
You're
explain.
the.
Who am I?
You're the one. Well, I can just say the one working at the hut at this headquarters on this date and this time. They'll have record of who's working. They'll find it. It's not difficult. There's record of everything.
Fool. Yeah, we're right. Nothing better to do. You got a job?
Yeah, I have actually.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah. So is this private property, is it?
Private land, my friend.
Who owns it?
None of your business.
So is it not owned by
Go to the land registry and I'll tell you all about it. Mate.
is it not owned by the police, by the Ministry of Justice, or
You define it.
I mean whether or not
It's private. I don't know exactly who owns it, but it's private.
but
property.
whether or not you rent
No, I'm
it
trying
privately,
to be
yeah, could you
reasonable
just
with
keep a
you.
bit of a distance?
I'm trying to be reasonable.
Yeah, and
okay?
I'm just saying, if this is private and it's even rented by the government, which it obviously is, then that's publicly funded. Like those
But even
those
if
police
it's publicly
vehicles
funded,
are
it
publicly
doesn't mean
funded.
that public are allowed access here. Okay. So it doesn't matter
So-
whether it's publicly funded or not.
If you have no information that says that this is private, this is restricted, then what's the authority that you're acting under?
Probably can't gain access.
Access.
Yeah.
He's trying to video and everywhere and he wants to gain access.
Why do you want access to the vehicles?
I want to go have a look at the marked vehicles.
You can't, mate.
Why?
Because it's a police site. It's private.
Private? Who's it owned by? Do you know?
Devon Court Constabulary.
Okay, and who owns Devon and Cornwall Constabulary?
Here we go.
Who owns Devon and Cornwall Constabulary? Who operates? Who runs? Who funds it?
It's what's that something you mean?
It's publicly funded, isn't it?
Right, and what do you think that means? That entitles you access? Is that what you're trying to say?
To areas that are not clearly restricted.
What's that?
That's a barrier for cars. The pedestrian access is not restricted at all.
You do not have access to private stuff.
But again, where's the private signs? Where's the private property signs? I've walked all the way up, looked at every single sign, there's nothing.
Don't Google lawyer, mate. Plenty of them.
Can we just be reasonable about this? You've got to here. You're not going to get any further than here.
Is that your warrant, mate? Is that your warrant card, sir?
There you go,
Do you
mate.
want
16738. Is that Constable Fowler?
Yeah, I'm a
Lovely.
police officer.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this site is a private police site and you do not have access to it.
Do you have any evidence of that?
I don't need any. I'm police
Well, you
officer.
could tell me it's illegal to wear this coat, but it doesn't mean that it's true. Just because you showed me a card that I'm a police officer.
Here's Constable Fowler laying down the law, or at least his version of it. I'm telling you this site is a private site. So it's a private site. You're not coming on. No signage, no paperwork, no evidence just because he said so. That's not how the law works. That's how bedtime works because I said so. And the irony when the only proof you can offer is your uniform. It usually means you don't have the law to back it up.
Okay. What happens if I do?
The moon,
Sorry?
mate. Doesn't mean
I'll
she's
use
going to
reasonable force
NASA and
to
get a
prevent you
plane
coming
to
in.
get to it.
Pardon?
Is it?
I'll use reasonable force to prevent you coming in.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I've already told him I'll do that.
Okay. So you'll use reasonable force.
Yes,
Yeah.
to prevent you coming in.
Okay.
Same as.
Okay. So what I suggest, mate, is
So that's a threat right there.
It's not a threat.
Well, it is
It's not.
because you
It's
have
an
an explanation.
You-
You asked me a question.
you
You
have-
asked me what happened. I've explained.
yeah,
it to
and you have no
tonight.
jurisdiction to use reasonable force
I do
under
have
these
jurisdiction. I'm a
conditions.
police officer. I can use reasonable force to prevent you going there. It's a private site, and there are various laws that allow me to prevent you going to that site. We can go
Again,
along this line if you want, mate.
If this were private, where there would be signage saying private
We don't
property.
need to do this. We don't need to do this. Why don't you just make your way? We don't need to be doing this, okay? It doesn't need to escalate to this. If you go on your way, then that will be fine.
Tell you what, you're going to leave here before I do today.
Okay? Okay.
What is it you're trying to achieve, mate?
Like I said, I wanted to go get some shots of the marked vehicles, publicly owned vehicles on publicly owned land.
I couldn't be more reasonable than I'm being with you now.
I know,
okay?
and I'm not
I've listened to you,
arguing, I'm not
I've
threatening, I'm not
understood,
raising my voice at
and
you, I'm just
saying,
explaining my
but
point.
you are not coming on site.
Okay,
Okay? That
Cool.
is not happening.
fine.
I don't understand what you're trying to achieve.
So we've got the apparently SIA badge, security, all those lacking his SIA badge.
Yeah, it's done, didn't
Yeah, it needs to be visible. It needs to be. Yeah, it needs to be on. It needs to be on.
Google lawyer.
Yeah, it needs to be. It needs to be visible all times while on duty, doesn't it? Like police officers have to have. Well, obviously, unless they're non-uniform, but if they're in uniform, their epaulets need to be on their outermost worn layer of clothing. With SIA operating officers, don't work in public. At the end of the day, don't work in a public place. I mean, it is where I'm stood. Where I'm stood is a public place. But yeah, so if you don't want to be filmed, don't come to somebody with a camera. You obviously knew I was recording, that's why you've come.
I finished work in about 10 minutes. Mate, do you want to meet off site and have a chat?
No, I'm good, mate. Is that a threat?
No, I'm just want to have a chat. Little chat.
We can go having a chat.
There are multiple serious issues here. The guard's threat could constitute harassment under Protection from Harassment Act 1997. There's no legitimate reason for a security officer to suggest meeting someone away from their premises after work.
We're having a chat now, aren't we?
Yeah. 10 minutes.
We're having a chat now, buddy. Sounds like a threat to me.
It's not a threat at all, mate.
Officer Fowler, are you hearing this? This security guard's using fighting words. He's saying he wants to meet me off site in 10 minutes when he finishes work,
You want to come off and have a chat? We'll have a chat about it somewhere else.
which is clearly a threat, and that's considered fighting words under the law.
Not a threat.
Yes.
Okay. What exactly are considered fighting words under the law? What bit of legislation you talk about here?
I can't remember the act actually off the top of my head, but
So which bit of legislation has fighting words in it? You said the word fighting words in legislation. Which
yeah.
legislation is
So you're allowed to defend yourself if somebody's using fighting words in a way that makes you feel threatened. So I feel
that?
threatened
Which
now.
bit of legislation is that?
I can't remember the act and section, to be honest, off the top of my head.
But you're quoting legislation, says
Yeah, yeah.
legislation, but you don't know legislation.
No, not off the top of my head, no.
Okay, so if you're going to quote legislation at us,
Okay.
and then say I need to be aware of that and be aware of those words.
But you're a police officer.
But you don't know the legislation you're quoting.
Yeah, but you're
So
a police
how do you know
officer.
it is?
Okay, it's still a threat, which even a threat,
It's a threat.
even something that makes somebody feel like they're being threatened or about to be attacked, actually,
You're calling me an idiot just now.
actually
Threatened
feel is actually
me
common
for
assault.
calling me an idiot. You don't even know who I am. The first thing you said to me was I was an idiot.
Said acting
Now, that
like,
is threatening.
but
my friend.
acting like.
Yeah, you really?
Mhm.
Well,